Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Your Pleasure Incorporated into Daily Living. I'm your host, Ellen Rathbone, here to talk about one of the most incredible experiences any woman can enjoy, and that is the G-spot orgasm. Now, I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks, and just to recap, the G-spot is 1.5 inches up inside the vagina on the front center wall. It feels different than the rest of the vaginal wall, which is smooth. The G-spot itself is of a lumpier consistency. You know you're touching the G-spot when you press on it, when you're not excited, and it's an uncomfortable sensation because the G-spot is right in front of the urethra. And if you press on it when you're not excited, it is an uncomfortable sensation, makes you feel like you want to pee. But when you're very, very excited, it is the area where the most delicious, explosive, and multiple orgasms originate from. So today I want to talk about position, and especially when it comes to G-spot orgasms, the position is super, super important. Now, there are over 50 positions, and they are listed in this phenomenal book called The Complete Guide to Sexual Positions. And the pictures in here will show you where the G-spot is and exactly how to hit it. And just like everybody is different, all bodies are different, you have to find the position that suits it best for you. But remember, it is not that the G-spot is way inside the vagina. The G-spot is 1.5 inches up. So it's about 1/3 of the way up. So the reason that a lot of people don't hit it is because they go right past it. The male goes right past it as if he wants to fill her up and bangs up against the cervix like he thinks there's something happening up there. But there's no orgasm at the top of the vagina. So if you are the person who would love to bring your lady love to the most phenomenal, fantastic, explosive multi-orgasm she can possibly have, then you have to control yourself, and you have to only put about 1/3 of your penis into the vagina, and it has to hit up against the G-spot, and you want to use the head of the penis, that little ridged area that separates, it's called the frenulum, between the head and the shaft. So it's not the shaft that is going to rub the G-spot and make anything happen. No, it's the head of the penis. And so often what happens is he goes right past it and right past it and right past it. So literally she's getting the shaft as it rubs up against the G-spot, and it's not going to do anything for her. So this takes a lot of control, and it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a little bit of effort on her part also. As I mentioned last week, it's a good idea. It's very necessary to make sure that the vagina is toned. So doing those Kegels is seriously important. But once she's done her Kegels, and once you know where that G-spot is, because you can feel it and she can feel it, it is the area that you want slow, deliberate rubs up against. Of course, foreplay before is essential. Never put bread in an oven that isn't hot. Same thing. Don't put a penis inside of a woman's vagina who is not appropriately excited. And the same thing, if you want to hit that G-spot, remember, you're not going all the way in. You are practicing great discipline and great control by only introducing that first 1/3 of your penis in so that the head rubs right up against that G-spot. And if she's doing her Kegel exercises, and if you have found the position that suits it best for you, explosions, fireworks, phenomenal, phenomenal multi-orgasms. One of my favorite positions for this is using a pillow under her hips. And pretend these are her legs, and then this is him. So he goes in, okay, and her hips are up on a pillow. So that gives a really, really good angle. Once he's in, she closes her legs around him, and that sort of forces him out, but not completely out. So now he's sort of locked and loaded, and the head of the penis is beautifully positioned right up against the G-spot. It's an imperceptible movement back and forth. It's not a thrusting action, just a little bit of a back and forth. If she's done her Kegels, if the area is well excited, it is the most fantastic position, in my opinion. Takes control, takes discipline, but once you have that going, it is great. Add a little bit more tension to it by her lifting her head, which adds contractual energy all through the front of her body, the shaft rubbing up against the clit, the head rubbing up against the G-spot, and you can't help but have one hell of a great multi-orgasm. I hope you found this information helpful. Please tell all of your adult friends who think they know. Maybe they should tune in and hear about this great news so that everyone can become a phenomenal lover. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next week. Bye for now.